Hello, hello, hello. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. These are my two unnamed trolls. And this is another raw, unedited, and honest song reaction. Flying Dutchman, Jethro, Tull, from their 1979 release Stormwatch. I'll talk about that album and this song after we listen to it. But I hope you are all well, and let's get started.
Children on the cold sea swell, not fishers of man, gonna chase away the lust and come empty on my feet. So come on, you lovers of the good. Jethro, lying Dutchman. Seagull pilots flown from nowhere. Oh, try and touch one as she slips in on the full tide, and the harbor master, yes, all hands vanished with the captain, and no one left the tale to tell. So come all you lovers of the good life, look around you, can you see a staring ghostly from the glitter? It's the Dutchman you will be, floating slowly out to sea. Oh, what a misty misery. Oh.
Yeah, that was really nice. For those of you new to the channel, I do reactions to songs I know, songs I don't know, and songs I kind of sort of know. This song I know very well. However, this would be the first time I really listened to it with intent to do a review or reaction on it. So I kind of had a different lens that I was listening through, so to speak. Or different filter would be a better way to put that. And, you know, irregardless of my familiarity with songs, you're always going to get that honest reaction. That being said, this has always been one of my favorite Tull songs. And first of all, let's talk the album itself, Stormwatch, which I'll probably be doing more songs off of. I think for 70s Tull, it's their best one. They've got quite a few really good ones, but this is the one that just, for me, is, I don't know, it's ingrained itself as a really, really fantastic piece of work. So the song Flying Dutchman, obviously well, many of you might not know, Flying Dutchman is sort of a, it's a maritime 17th century-ish tale of ghost ship that can never reach port. And it can also be a metaphor for those seafaring people of kind of like the Grim Reaper type stuff. And I think in a sense, sorry, I was getting a notification and I got to learn how to turn those down. It can be a metaphor for life. Well, like I said, like the Grim Reaper, right? The Dutchman comes for us all. The Reaper comes for us all. Death comes for us all. But I don't want to get too deep into the lyrics because, with Tull, a lot of times it's very tongue-in-cheek, and there's so many different kind of references, and that culturally I'm not familiar with because I'm not from England, and I don't have the same type of cultural background or familiarity with things. So I have to be a little bit vague when it comes to the lyric. But musically, this was an intoxicating piece. I absolutely loved And when I say musically, I'm going to include his voice. Okay, the dynamics of all of the instruments, including his voice, was just so wonderful. There were parts where it was sparse. There was parts, very few, that it was sort of dense. You had all of the different instruments taking up a short amount of space. But the dynamics in the song musically that impressed me the most were, it was almost as if you were listening to the tide come in, right? So for those of you who have seen the tide, whether it be in the ocean or on lakes, you see it coming out, and it's just kind of nice and slow and gentle, and it's coming towards you, and the closer it gets, and then all of a sudden the faster it gets, and it washes up and then goes out. And that's kind of how it was with the music, where it was just kind of slow, and then da 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 da, and being able to use longer notes and shorter notes really helped with that. And then, of course, amping up the intensity with the shorter notes, and then kind of bringing it back very gently with the longer notes. He kind of did the same thing with his voice as he was singing as well. And you know, Ian Anderson has always impressed me as a musician. I know he knows a whole bunch of instruments to play, but as a vocalist and as the flute player, just fantastic frontman. And he's always had in that band people to surround him that are really top-notch musicians. And it's been a revolving door, I'll tell you that for sure, most definitely. But Martin Barr being the main guitar player after Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, or who went on to form Black Sabbath after he left Tull. That was really, really early Tull. You know, Martin Barr's been a steady force there as well. And the song this song, The Flying Dutchman, you know, Stormwatch, it has a theme. That album is a theme, a maritime theme. And if you listen to the album as a whole, it really places this song in a better position for you to understand why it's probably the best song on this album. But they've got, oh my God, it's just a treasure trove of music in this album alone. So I wanted to share it with you. Hopefully you liked it. And I will talk to you in the near future. Stay well, be well.